Look, crazy ain't the great nerdcore rap guy. Got into a dual fate and I just pulled a trap card. Third-rate rappers with a fourth-rate catalog. Destined for the shadow realm, y'all should never act hard. Flow is so insidious that I need an apprentice type. Master with the force, peep the context in my sentence, right? Phenom like to sit this, just don't ask me what my pen is like. They know that I'm the menace, who you kidding? Bitch, I'm Dennis Knight. Sweet tooth drive, hide-headed, rhymes are surely cold. Tested, you can never twist my metal like the jury goes. I ain't never mad when I push it to the max. I got Chris riding with me, bout to turn this bitch to Fury Road. Since animated, I'm the one the crew congratulated. Winners will provide protective cover like it's laminated. Damn, I made this 16 like a guillotine. It's fascinating. If you think that you're ahead, you get decapitated. All that aside, I ain't merely here to rap words. I'm here to tell you who representing for the black nerds. And to remind you, neither one of these are bad words. Biggest living mirrors, they just choose to see it backwards. Who be the leaders of discussion when a topic trends? Dissections got the culture under microscopic lens. Who got the type that you can miss it from the start and make you feel like an expert on the subject by the time it ends? Check the stat, Louis, viewership is mad nice. All these other shows don't seem to cut it, that's a bad slice. Off the books with unscripted drills you can't write. No vampires, but these interviews on Anne Rice. Yeah, this is the best part. Rhymes on Mandalorian, the pen has made a best score. Starting a war with these stars, you won't get far. This is the way you play a game of life or death star. So far removed from the drama, we don't notice harm, but won't hesitate to shed a light like a Patronus charm. With mischief managed, troubles at a disadvantage. Must be something in the water, dip your toe because you know it's warm. Where can you find another show with such a fine cast? And if you try to box them in, they playing Minecraft. And basically to sum it up like you define math, this crew's the best and it figures like a line graph. I'm Mary band like the words I do. Level-headed, you don't have to have absurd IQs. They know you can relate because they're nerds like you. With their help, you'll see the world from a blur's eye view. Yeah. You are now tuned in to Blerd's Eye View. And without further ado, we out. Yeah.
All right, everybody, we are back for the Thursday night edition of Blerd's Eye View. Thank you for tuning in. This is your man on the wall, Chris Fury, captain of the ship and producer of the show. Shout out to everybody who has tuned in. Shout out to everybody who has shown love on the YouTube channel, the Twitch channel, and APR TV, and all the social medias and all those great things. But guess what? We got more stuff in tune and in store for you. So let's keep this ball rolling. If this is your first time here, remember, we are all love here. We do respect here, but you will always be entertained and you will always also be educated as well. So let's get this party started. My man, my brother from the other side of the spectrum, Navy Montel. What's going on, Navy?
What's going on, man? I'm tired today. I don't know what the deal was, yo. I think everybody got hit with that tired bug today.
It's a day. It's been a day.
Yeah.
I don't know. Today's been. It's been weird. Shout out to Mama Fury. She's okay. My niece, my only niece, gave me a call. She said, I said, what's wrong? And she's like, I hope you didn't see the news. And I said, no, I'm on my way home from work. What happened? A plane crashes in their neighborhood.
Whoa. Wow.
Literally down the street. Mama Fury was a little frantic naturally because she actually seen it happen.
Wait, what kind of plane?
A passenger plane, 2-passenger plane.
Okay.
Yeah, 2-passenger plane.
Jeez.
Unfortunately, the passenger and the pilot didn't make it, but the people that were in the house did. So they did make it. So, but Mama Fury was a little shaken up because she witnessed it. I was like, okay. I said, don't worry. I'm calling. I said, are you okay? She's talking to my siblings. She's talking to my niece. You know, so she's okay, you know, shaking up, but okay, you know. And I said, yeah, I said, yeah, I'll be coming down to see you, Mama. I owe you some stuff anyway. Like she was like, no, because we've been talking all week. So she's like, if you call every day, I know something wrong. And I'm like, I don't call every day. I call at least once or twice a week.
Today has been that slow motion day. Honestly, it's like I got to work this morning. And I felt like my body felt like I was walking through molasses, and I woke up exhausted. But I didn't go to bed late. Mind you, I was closing shift, so I should have been okay. And her body said, if you get your ass out of bed, you're going to regret it. And
it's been rough. It's been
man,
rough. I don't know what it, and it didn't even get warm yet. It's only like 60 degrees today.
It hit 61.
Like we drove. I'm coming home and I'm like, why is the police rescue unit passing me? You know, those things are built like tanks.
Wow.
I'm like, what did y'all do? I was only at work for like 8 hours. What happened?
You know what like can happen in 8 hours, sir. Come on now. Come on.
But back to the peoples. What's going on, Mal? Mal's in the building. What's happening? Christy Love is in the building. What's going on, Christy Love?
Hey, Christy.
She's in the building. Bama has arrived.
And
Edute Varez. I hope I said this right. Edute Varez. Thank you. Welcome.
Oh, and we got Nick from
what up, cousin?
What up, though? What's up, bro?
Cousin Nix is in the building. Welcome to Blerd's Eyeview. Feel free to chat with fellow nerds and blurs below. Like and subscribe and to stay notified. Super chats are most appreciated and help keep the stream going. And we are live Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we have clips Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So stay tuned for that. Also, we have a new community. We have a new community for the YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm.
Have not decided on the name.
Ongoing process, ladies and
it's
gentlemen.
It's an ongoing process. It's either going to be called Captain's Quarters or Geek by Heart said, was it Midnight Comics Club? Something to that effect. And I like the midnight sounding thing. I like Midnight Quarters or something. Hey, y'all the fans, y'all decide. Give me some ideas.
I can't wait to see what people say.
We'll do a poll. We'll do a poll and we'll vote and we'll talk about it and we'll do all those great things and have some fun with it.
That's gonna be scary. You know, we've got some rather unhinged members of this family. You know that, right?
Well, you know, our crew's unhinged. You know,
I can speak for that. You're right about that. You're right. I'm talking about outside the ship. You know, before they have to request permission to come on board. You know, it's chancy.
Oh, is it? Hey, people, media literacy is a thing. God.
So
the Navy knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. I do. I can't help but laugh at that. It's literally
if anybody has ever seen the Key and Peele sketch where one is texting the other, but the other one is reading the text as differently as the text is supposed to be.
Oh my gosh, I laugh so hard every time I see that. It's like
that is a real thing. That is a real thing. People do this online, and they also clickbait is a problem.
Whew. Oh gosh!
Literally seen an article and it says, "Oh, a spinoff of Percy Jackson," and I'm like, I don't remember them announcing the spinoff of Percy Jackson. And so I clicked the link. It's a spinoff of the novel, not the show, but of the novel, which will be Camp Half-Blood. And I'm just like, I hate y'all. Y'all
they
just can't be honest and straight with the information.
As soon as they hit that nerve, it went, he's gonna click it. He's gonna click it. And sir.
Ooh, Christy Love. Ooh. No. That sounds
good. I saw that. I was waiting for you to.
That one sounds good. Where are my notes? Yeah. Hold on. The Brig. That's a good one. The Brig. Damn, that might be the winner right there. Y'all got to top that one.
You know they're gonna try, especially Bama. You know, Bama's gonna come up with like 600 different ideas. You already know this.
I like that one. Ooh, the Midnight Brig. Ooh.
Oh my goodness.
It's getting saucy, people.
Look what you started. Oh
man. So our guest here tonight. He's here tonight.
Mhm.
Mike Otis. He is the creator of Night Reaper Origins and Detective Gamble and Phenom Comics. He is also a local here in Cleveland, so me and him gonna have to definitely connect in person. Mike Otis is in the building. What's going on, Mike?
Hey,
What's going on, good people? What's going on?
Man,
How y'all doing?
when you said you were from Cleveland, first thing I said was like, get the hell out of here. Okay.
Yeah.
as soon as you said that you got locked in, and ain't nothing you can do about that, man. There's no way you can get away from it. So you might as well just bring your snacks and get ready.
Right. look like Mal's got a Captain Midnight Comics Club, Chris's Holiday. Okay. Captain
Actually-
the Brig After Dark. Hey, damn, Chris, you okay?
Bama just threw a pretty decent one out there
The
too.
Rec Room.
Interesting.
Interesting. Okay.
You mentioned you having a community and everything. I thought of the tunnel.
Yeah.
Just throwing it out there. You know what I mean? So
He's writing
I'm liking these names.
You know, after we sign off, he's gonna be literally writing, sitting in the chair at home. Let's see. Yes, I thought that one was
Gonna make me
quite
throw on the black.
spicy.
Gonna make me throw on the black trench coat and pull out Vera too, and just have to pace the brig for a little bit. I'm like, I like
Lord,
this.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Wife comes downstairs. What are you doing? I'm thinking. Mike, I had an opportunity. First off, thank you for coming on. I had an opportunity.
I'm happy to be here.
Look, I had an opportunity. You provided us with the digital copy of Night Reaper Origins. I'm going to pull up this image because, dude, the minute I seen it, I'm like, oh, shit. I am locked in.
Yo, that is so sick. No lie. That is so sick.
Yeah.
That Reaper's origin when he's got the Sith and the chains, I'm like, oh, my God. Those action shots.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. The crazy part about it though, when I thought about it, at first I wasn't even going with the chains and the sites, but for some reason it came in last minute, and I thought of Ghost Rider for a second, and I was like, you know what? I think it'd be cool. I'm like, does anyone have a weapon that for traversal use, long range and close range attacks? And when I thought of Night Reaper, I was like, you know what? Let me actually do where he has two double grappling hook sights where he can use for combat and traversal, maneuvers and things like that. I'm like, I don't know if anyone else is doing that, so let me see how that will work. And I figured, why not? If Daredevil can do it with the Billy Club, why can't I do it with Night Reaper? So
I gotta say, and I'm gonna show a few images from the book, but I gotta say this book is phenomenal, dude. Like I was floored.
Can we talk about how Mike looks dope in a purple suit, trying to be all OG in the sunlight, man? Can we talk about that OG look you have? Just get that vibe, like.
He's like, I sent you. He was like, I sent you the headshot. I said, okay, solid. And I'm like, okay, solid. I can work with this. I ain't gonna fool with
you, man. I mean, I'd rather go ask you permission versus like, hey, let's have a conversation. Is it all right if I come inside now? Is it okay? Come, my son. Thank you.
Hey, honestly, I don't take too many pictures. So when I thought about it, I was like, you know what? Because honestly, I asked what's crazy is I actually asked my wife. I was like, should I take a new picture or should I use, whatever, because again, I don't take as many pictures like that. She's the one that takes the pictures like it ain't nothing. So I went on ahead and I just figured, this is actually a decent shot. It's all good. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure that'll be all right. Like, if you need me to send another one, I'll do that, but, I was like, let me go ahead on and see what happens.
Yeah,
know,
that's
so you know, they
it,
think.
like
But
that.
I
I was
knew
like,
you
oh,
would.
I was like, oh, the purple. Yeah, I got an
Mhm.
idea. I
Right?
got an idea. So Night Reaper,
yeah.
and I'm gonna show some of the interiors, but like the covers number one is
Spot on, man.
phenomenal. Like these are beautiful. These are some like this one.
The
These
shot
action
from the
shots is
back.
yeah.
The
These
shot
action
from the
shots
back
was
is my
sick.
favorite. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, and then like
Did
you
you
based
notice?
him out of Cleveland. The art is
Mhm.
beautiful. The story is solid. And I'm just like, I need more of this. This is why I do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because I want to see these types of stories that's putting out there, and I'm like, oh, it just got better and better and better. It did. It really did. I'm gonna stop sharing it because y'all gonna have to go out and get that. First off, the start of Phenom Comics. Let's start there. How did that come about? What
So
made you decide to start Phenom Comics? Hell, what made you decide to start Night Reaper? What was your influence?
so crazy story. So obviously if that I've sent you and everything, my love for it started when I started creating was 8 years old,
Mm,
as young as that. You know what I mean? But and I got more into, you know, sports, you know, later on in life, but then eventually I decided to go head on and do Night Reaper. And what got me back into it was when the MCU basically started taking off like that.
mm-hmm,
And it really kind of burned the fire back into me to go back into creation and creating, because I always have done that. Uh, Even in video games, because I'm a game head. You know what I'm saying? I watch anime. I'm that guy. Uh, you know, and I've always been a fan of the Punisher. So, and I'm a fan of Batman. So I thought of putting them together and coming up with my own character and seeing how that would be with a guy more on a realistic touch. If I'm thinking Cleveland, because I'm pretty sure y'all aware that they call Cleveland Gotham, right?
yeah, they
So,
do.
Mm-hmm.
They do. They do.
so you
I
know,
heard that from
and
Chris.
Yeah, they do.
yeah, so and I'm from the east side of Cleveland. I grew up in the Kinsman area, the Mount Pleasant area. So so the thing is, when I thought of it, I'm like, you know what? You got, if you could be somebody yourself, and watching how, you know, the Punisher moved and how he dealt with tragedy, and you think about how Batman is, and I've always had a thing for darker characters, anti-heroes, if you will. And yo, I was like, you know what? Let me think of a character, and I started watching Daredevil. And I started watching Daredevil, and then season 2 came out, and then the Punisher and all that came into play, and I was like, you know what? I said, bump all the bull crap. Let me go ahead on it.
Yeah,
I'm about
yep,
to get back
yep,
into writing.
yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get back into writing. And if I'm being honest, it really came easy to think of the character name and how I already kind of depicted the character in my mind,
Mm-hmm.
how I wanted him to be. And I just thought of an assassin type character, already kind of like the style of a Batman, and again, the Punisher. So I'm like, you know what? Let me do something like that. So I'm like, let me just put like a skull mask on my character, you know, moving around in Cleveland, big guy. And the thing is, I kind of based Night Reaper off of myself in a way. So, you know, I just, you know,
Of course you
Like
did. Of course,
yeah,
most
of
creatives do stuff
course.
like that. It's
How
yeah.
silly of us, of course.
right. So yeah, man. So yeah, it really came about that, and then I just one day told my wife I wanted to get back into writing. I wanted to write. I wanted to create my own universe, and I started writing. And I started Phenom and Night Reaper back in what I think late 2016, early 2017, when I started writing my first script. Didn't know what I was doing. I just started writing,
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
you know, until I started doing some more research. I started doing some research, and I had learned how to, put panels together. Because and it was crazy of me because literally I pretty much wrote the whole entire script before I even put panels. So I had to go back into the story. I had to go back into the
Oh
story and started
wow.
writing the panels in there and basically took what I already had added into it and and turned it into that and that's pretty much history there for on that part.
But see, the way that you did it, you there's
Yeah.
there's a particular panel in here that
Right.
you've seen the season finale of Daredevil, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so there's a particular scene that, and I seen that after I read Origins. I had read Origins first, and then I ended up watching the season finale. And there's a particular
Mhm.
scene, or sorry, a particular panel in Night Reaper Origins that made me laugh out loud. And it's this scene here. That scene
Yeah.
Yo.
is literally the first time.
Yeah.
And I said the synergy of that happening, and I can set up
Yeah.
this little scene real quick. Is basically Night Reaper. It's his first time patrolling, and he's
Yep.
just in a hoodie, the whole nine, and he walks up on this gang, and they can't see his face, and that's how he and they keep threatening him, and that's how he introduces himself. He just looks up, and
He's
you
like,
can
run
see the
them
whole thing,
pockets.
and just says "boot." And so when I seen Fisk do it, I laughed. And because I'm like, yo, wait, who just opens the door?
And demolished the dude, demolished the guy.
Yeah, yeah.
That
So
was
it
yeah.
made me laugh when I seen it, and I'm like, wow, the synergy of that. But this book, Night Reaper, is actually quite is really good. It's well written, it's
Yeah.
real, it's well told, it's well drawn. And I'm like, I think maybe 4 covers, and I'm like, the team, is it just you? Are you doing the whole thing?
No,
Or
no, so I'm just the creator and the writer. I actually shout out to my man ET, Eduardo Tavares. He's my lead illustrator. He actually is the one who drawn the
oh, so
entire
that's who that
comic, and
was in
then
here.
he
Okay,
also
so
had
shout out to Eduardo
yeah,
Hey man,
Tavares. All right.
Ed did the thing
yeah,
in this.
yeah, and then also his partner, his name is Enzo Hidaki. He did the color to it. Um, and that pretty much was it. I appreciated it once he did it. I'm like, okay, now this is a comic book right here. I was
It's
like, this is how I felt for it to be drawn and things like that. I was like, you know what, I like the style. I like seriously. It wasn't too crazy and nothing like that. I loved it. I loved the way he did it. You know, and let me tell you a actual crazy story about it is because it was just one day, and a while back after I got done from writing Night Reaper, I was seriously trying to look for an artist at the time. You know, I wasn't particularly sure exactly, how, because I knew I wanted my stuff to be having more of a modern style
mm-hmm.
to it.
Hmm.
And I don't know, I believe that everything happens for a reason. And so it's actually funny that ET, I call him ET, and he just hit me up one day, DM'd me on Instagram, and he was like, "Oh man," he's like, "Mike, I like your character," and whatever. And then he just asked if he can draw. At first, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little skeptical, because I mean I'm brand new to this whole thing. Like, folks, possibly
Scam.
trying to take advantage of me and things like that. Just being honest, so but at the moment, when he did it for some reason, I didn't really just hesitate and just say like, no, it actually was pretty quick when I said, you know what, go ahead, man. I would actually appreciate that. I want to see how this character comes out in another style, another form.
Mm-hmm.
And once he was done and he drew Night Reaper the first time, I was like, yo, this is cool. I can't like this is cool right here. And then honestly, I just went and I started asking him questions about it. And I was asking whether or not he'd be okay, and would he be comfortable with actually writing an entire comic for me? Like, I have a full script ready to go, So I was just like, you know what? I want to give somebody an opportunity the same way I would want to have the opportunity, who wants to put themselves out there and be something, build a legacy, just put their name out there to just, try to be great. And I was like, you know what? I wanted the same thing, and I wanted to do that for someone else. And once we went that route, that's all she wrote, and that's it. And that's pretty much it.
I'm gonna have to talk to Eduardo Tavares to get a team thing for us, because
I would love to see
our
how
stars
you
looking
cross
like
me.
that.
That's the show.
Look, our style like that. I'm like, yo, it's amazing. We're gonna take a quick break.
Yeah.
Aw.
Oh, you're gonna love this. During said break, we will get a premiere from our very own Crazy 8 the Great in his new Godsend Gold Flow. So we will be right back with Mike Otis. But until then, enjoy some of this action. Until then, enjoy some of this action. Blerd's Eyeview is a proud affiliate of Otaku Noir. Use the code Blerd's Eyeview for 10% off on all items. With a different nerd-themed box filled with items made by talented blerds across the country, you surely will not be disappointed. Go to otakunoir.com. Otaku Noir, the #1 Blerd mystery box company.
Yo, Thriz, these vocals are so crazy. I probably should kick some dope raps or something. Yeah. Real talk, this what saying prices sound like. Tino, I got us. It's been a long time coming. Check it. Young man with an old soul, kicking that Kakarot Super Saiyan Gold flow. Just picture cooler and freezer inside a cooler and freezing at 0 degrees. That means that I'm King Cold. Yeah, huge Dragon Balls over here, bruh. I grant your wish, bruise your pride, then the tears come. Your backbone non-existent when the fears come. Then you don't deserve the attention when the ears come. I want two things: fans and expansion, and hands at the shows getting thrown like jazz out the mansion. I'm so fresh, so Prince, and none of y'all can handle me. I'm seeing no Prince. Rock a raspberry beret. When I hurt the game, making Bloods and Crips cry together, call that purple rain. Since you niggas can't see me, there's a letter for it. The beast that be metaphoric, because I'm better for it, and you better know it. Cause when I drop, these boys won't be able to get a gig, so you better store it. Read my lips, I'm telling better stories, or you make it shake. I'm a F5 category. I will never give up, homie, cause that'll bore me. Talent is privilege and being better is mandatory. Rhyme pattern from Saturn, and I'm a veteran with lettering. You matter, then get better than you never will. Man, I got more skill than your whole team has, bro. Don't make me sink your fucking battleship. They say practice makes perfect at the top, man. Couple years ago, I rode the bench with a hot shame. Warming up, took a couple shots before I caught flame. Blaming on my father, he's the reason why he got game. Find out who you really are, coming from the gutters first. See, I'm a different breed, must be from another earth. Haters wonder what it's worth. For what it's worth, Jesus put my blessings in a spaceship. I just want my shuttle's worth. Excuse the Ray Allen reference, haven't had a balanced breakfast, and now that it's dinner time, I'm acting reckless. Fuck it, young and restless, Victor Newman. Quit assuming I'm human, cause you can't predict the movement of moon men. Space age flow, vote for Pedro. You niggas won't beef this, that throw a steak in your face flow. Crazy 8 the Great hoe, sick of this Spanish flu and worth every peso. And I'm Puerto Rican, above the border heathen. Remember that beef that you wanted? You should've ordered vegan. And I ain't playing no games, homie, you know the reason. Long as you niggas is breathing, bitches, it's open season. Good evening.
What are you?
I am the hope of the universe. I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth. Allied to good, nightmare to you.
That's how you do it, people. That is how you do it. Shout out to Crazy 8 the Great.
Yes, sir.
My man.
Yeah. I like how he was flowing right there.
That's my guy. That is my guy.
Little brother has been flowing ever since I met him, and just hearing his flow. No one sounds like him, but no one can put it together like him. That's pure fact. And it got me right up there. My name gonna pop up in there. You see it? You see?
Yeah.
We work as a team. You don't understand it.
Yeah.
So and look, he's showing love to pretty much the entire Blerd family. So
Everybody who contributed to
what's
it.
up, Trey? Trey's in the building. Jack Ross, the specialist. Yes, the flow is very nice.
Sensei, what's
Eduardo
up, man?
Tavares, yes, spectacular flow.
ET
right.
up in the hizzy. Let's go.
That's right.
Let's
Cleveland
go.
original, most definitely. Ever since I met 6 years ago. Been rocking with him ever since. So shout out to Crazy 8 the Great, the entire team that helped this whole thing happen. Amazing work. My brother does amazing work.
Right? He don't miss, even when he's not looking and he's shooting backwards.
He says, but why is Freezer cute though?
That's my niece right there.
That's Ishmael's fly.
That's my niece right there. That's actually literally the size of a stick of dynamite.
Oh yeah. And she is dynamite. That's not a play on words. She's small like a stick of dynamite and just as explosive.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Mike, so it's just like a whole Cleveland thing going on here. We got a whole Cleveland thing. We're in the playoffs. We're trying to get rid of Detroit right now. We got Cleveland native. We got Cleveland natives all here in the building in the ship. It feels good.
And then you got this outcast from Indiana over here talking about, hi guys, hi. I want to be here with the cool kids. Hi guys.
So I want to ask you. Well, no, Navy, you go ahead. I've been doing all the talking. You ask questions.
That's because you're the captain.
I just steer the ship and make sure
wait for the shuttle doors to open up so we can step onto the bridge. And that way we can say request permission to speak. It's what it is. First of all, Mike, this is phenomenal work. I had a chance to look over before we started. The artwork, I love how the story, it still touches on the story of vengeance, but you don't see your character's humanity being lost. And that's key. And that is really key.
Right.
So I was curious for a Phenom, is Night Reaper your flagship character? Or did you start with someone else before you came back to him?
So, to answer your question, Night Reaper actually is my flagship character. Crazy part is though, at first, when I first started the company, I was going to go with a group first, but I kind of knew that I wanted to slow roll it a little bit, and I wanted to just put out a single character.
Okay.
So when I decided to do Night Reaper and I got into writing them, and I actually once I came up with the idea and I came up with the backstory of them, I started getting very intrigued about it because I just felt like how I would think any man would feel if you coming from where I come from. I mean, I pretty much stayed not too far from 4th District on 93rd. And the truth be told, I've dealt. It's a lot of stuff where you feel like when it's been a lot of crimes and stuff that happened.
Yeah.
Truth be told, they don't move as fast as you would think police will move. Just if I'm being fair about that.
No, be honest about it. Come on now.
So I just thought about myself. And if I thought if any human person, if you can take the action upon yourself, if you got the skill set and things like that, and you can take the action upon yourself and feel like you can make your community a lot safer for you and your family to be in, that's when I decided to come up with Night Reaper and just thought of like, you need somebody that's like, you know what, I'm tired of the bull. Nothing is working fast enough to help these children. Because I mean, for me, I grew up in the 90s. You know what I mean? In the early 90s. And the thing is, I grew up around the time, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys can attest to this, to where you remember your family being able to be on their porches and have block parties and things like that. And be able to kick it, chill. I remember growing up with my grandmother and watching the elders listen to old school R&B, barbecuing and things like that without a care in the world.
It was a block party vibe.
Enjoyed themselves.
You know, everybody could come out and be who they is. Yeah, same.
Yeah. So it's just one of them situations where when you actually took it, when you see things like that and you realize that it's not like that anymore, because a lot of folks, truth be told, are scared. You know, they're afraid of really being outside like that. You're afraid of somebody running up on your porch just because you're having a good time or anything like that. And me, I just thought of this character, and I wanted to make like a change where I didn't want him to be necessarily violent. And the thing is about Night Reaper, he's more of a, it may seem like he's not showing as much, emotion behind the story, not as much, and it's just about vengeance. But the backstory of Night Reaper is that he was a captain of a Black Flag Special Forces that I do plan to put into the next issue of Night Reaper.
Okay.
That more of that backstory, so that way folks can actually, get more of a touch as for who he is and more of his backstory before the whole him in Cleveland. So we're gonna go back, and I wanted to put that he's just more. He was a captain of this Special Forces unit, so it's kind of like I'm showing emotion, but I'm kind of controlled with it. Like you can see it, but you can see it in my rage, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's like a controlled storm. The character's not going to unleash.
It's like a controlled storm.
Level of control that they're maintaining just so that they don't unleash everything and literally lose their humanity. So I definitely see that.
Yes, and I want to touch on that more also into the next issue as well. So so that way you can see more of his humanity as he grows to try to be better at what he does and take just slaughtering folks, or whatever out of the whole thing. Because I definitely want him to show more humanity in the story, in the upcoming story. And I think in the best way from what I'm sure that you've seen, and I know Fury have seen it, that Michael is married.
Yes.
He's married, and obviously he dealt with the death of his mom, because he basically came back home from a war zone just to end up in another war zone within his city. And
how many movies have we seen that were like that? How many movies have we seen where the war veteran has come back from another war only to be interjected into another war back at home?
Yeah.
And it takes one incident and just the fuse has been lit. So I
right.
Definitely.
What's crazy is that seems to be the theme, especially after seeing Punisher One Last Kill this week, premiering this week. And then we're talking about Night Reaper.
I watched it twice.
You and me both.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. Don't yell at me, okay?
No, you and me both.
I work at a comic book store. I run tournaments. They don't let me go, coach.
In the two times I watched it was like right before I was going to bed, and I was just in both times I'm just like, ooh. You took off the handcuffs, thank God. So,
yeah.
But we're going to talk about that later.
Yeah.
So but you're right. That theme of getting tired of the system failing, the people who are trying to live through look, when you have a system that fails its people, the people will fight back. It always happens. Historically, always.
That was my exact point.
It always happens. That is a key, people. I want everyone to pay attention. when the system fails, the people fight back. I'm just saying.
People get tired, man.
Yo.
People get tired.
The more I read this book, because I read this book a couple of times, and the more I read it, I said, God, I would love to see this like as a live action.
Facts. Yeah.
Like
Same.
not an animation. I want to see this as a live action. You know, we are in a stage, we are in a place now in society where we can do that. Like we can film our own stuff. We can do our own things. We're part of Blerd Station, so we can do. We're literally like looking to get launched this year and help other creatives like us put their projects, whether it's in comics or animation or anime or live action, out there in the ether, so it can be seen and ingested. You know, because I was a part of a project that came out last year. First time acting, first time doing stunt work, the whole nine. And I played a bad guy.
He nailed it, ladies and gentlemen. Just so you know, he nailed
Felt
it.
good too.
Okay.
Shout out to Mike Stafford. I was in a Shadow Dome Warrior of the Night. But
you couldn't tell him nothing, by the way, Mike. You couldn't tell him nothing.
I still got the ring. I still have the ring that I make my gang members wear because I was the leader of the gang. But but trust me, the stunt work, I felt that the next day. I was just like, yeah. He's like, can you roll? I'm like, yeah. Did that whole thing, and like next day it was like, ibuprofen. Here's my old friend. But but no, it's you're right to see these types of projects come to light. And when Night Reaper was finally finished, when the writing was done, when the art was finished, the inks and the pencils and everything was finished, and it was completed, what was that feeling?
Man, 10 years. 10 years, man. And the reason for it, I've dealt with a lot of hardships within the last decade, you know, and overcoming all that stuff that ended up happening. And the thing is, once I actually got Night Reaper made, so recently, you know, I just had a family tragedy earlier this year, when I finally put Night Reaper out there. So I ended up, my little brother ended up passing just recently. You know, my little brother just passed recently. So you know, so I'm basically just, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. So we just trying to be strong for my mom and things like that. And the thing is, if you pay attention to the characters that's in there, Michael's brother, Sean, is based off of my little brother. So it was just one of them situations where it was like, he never got to read the comic or anything like that. He loved when I sat up here and actually, you know, created stuff. Like when I played video games, I always included us and things like that. It was crazy enough, you know what I mean? It was just a lot there. But just, you know, it was just one of them situations where I'm like, okay. And it's a big part because even, you know, with me building all the stuff that I did it just took money and then time. It was just always pushback after pushback with a lot of things. And my biggest motto is to keep moving forward and never giving up. And I'm gonna be honest, this may sound crazy, but I take my inspiration off of Naruto. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What? That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all.
I mean,
that type of stuff doesn't, like Navy said, that doesn't surprise us because we look at some of these heroes that we see in comics and in animation, and the attributes that Spider-Man, who, for God's sakes, that man goes through so much. And people, I think one of the two people who respect him the most, he's madly respected. But Captain America and Wolverine look at him. They look to him like, you go through it all and you still push through.
Yes.
So when you
You know,
say Naruto, it's the same thing. Like, yeah, fall down, get back up.
Yeah, the underdog.
yes.
And
You
the
know,
underdog, you know.
Mm-hmm.
it's always that push,
You
keep
know.
pushing through it. And I tell everybody, every creative out there, whenever Bama, go ahead and get your stuff started,
I was
Bama.
gonna say, you beat me to it. Just look at the
I
camera
know
and
you're
go,
gonna say it.
Bama, don't say I'm gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Just do it.
Just
And that's
do
what I
it.
tell people. Like I tell people all the time, I said, I would rather you go ahead and do the thing and fail
Mm.
than to keep talking about doing
Come
the
on.
thing. Just do the
Right.
thing because
Just
you
do
at
it.
least tried. Now get up and try it again. And
Yes.
then do it again. Like you said it took 10 years of hardship, of money, of time, of patience to
Yeah.
get through it.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not gonna hold you. That's when the best stuff
Mhm.
comes out of it. Because you start
Yeah.
it builds something in you to create
Yeah.
something better. It's not just like,
Yeah.
hey, I wrote this book, and then it's like it's the lettering's trash, the art's trash,
Right.
nothing makes sense from panel to panel.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're just like, what am
Yeah.
I reading?
Yeah.
When I read a comic, I like to have it play in my head like I'm watching a movie.
Mm-hmm.
The how things break down. That's why when we go to films and we see stuff and we're just like, especially now, like you mentioned the MCU earlier, and we see stuff unfold and we're just like, yo, this is dope. We never thought we'd see this.
Right.
Not this. So
Right.
not like this. Black Panther being on the screen for the first time. Black men and women and kids cheering and crying, and I'm one of them. Because the character I followed all my life, just about, is finally on the screen.
Yes.
Strong representation. So when you see something that you created, when you see your baby finally come out the womb and say, like, and I made this,
Mm-hmm.
and we
I
always
said that.
yeah, like, and we always gonna be our worst critics. But then you have other people that say, no, this shit is dope. Night Reaper is fucking dope. Because the first that first thing, shout out to Eduardo, because first off, those covers, that's a lock-in. For a person that read comics, that's a lock-in. And then when you get to the interiors and you start seeing the story, and you're like, there's nothing better than having the writer and the artist be in synergy.
Yeah. Shout out to Nelson Oga for the covers, because let me tell you, every single one, all of them popped. All of them.
Mm-hmm.
Get to these.
Yeah.
Says Real Healing says you have to push producers' perfection and prosperity. Yes, it does. It does.
Yes. No.
So I think the most unique thing about what you've done with Night Reaper is that when you see the conversations and you read them between the characters, it's the emphasis in color and in style to either the last word, the entire sentence. You don't see that anywhere in comics. I have been reading them for years. I know Chris has been reading them for years. I have never seen that on a consistent level where every single page has that. Was that something that you thought of, or was that something that was conceptualized with the team?
I did that. Actually, it was me and my wife that did that. So
the original tag.
The crazy part about it, yes. So the crazy part about it, that was basically the only negative that we got from a few folks was the lettering. And I wanted to be different from your typical comic book. I wanted it to have a style.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I didn't want it to just be, just plain black and white, lettering and everything. So I wanted to put, like you said, the emphasis on certain words in particular in the conversations to make things more dramatic and bring more character to the comic.
Yeah.
That was the entire point of me doing why I did it the way I did. And yeah, it was just, like some things I can say where some words were probably mushed in a little bit, like too much that could have been brought in a little bit bigger. I can give my criticism on that end where I felt that it could have been a little bit better with that. But all in all, I definitely just wanted to just stand out to be a little bit different. That's really all that was about.
You nailed it.
Man, did you nail it? Man, did you nail it? Because I can't praise this book enough. I can't.
I'll take the other half of the slack since he can't do enough, and I'll do the other end so I can do more. And then I can say I can't do enough, and then we'll wait for someone else. This is a masterpiece, sir.
It is. It really is. And we don't.
Thank you.
And I can honestly say this. I love when it's us that's really pushing out the content.
Yeah.
Because So Real Healing says, yes, love the cover, the story, it's all in sync. Crazy 8. What's happening, family? What's going on?
What's up, little brother? Man, let me tell you.
He said, sorry, I'm late. Oh no, don't be sorry.
Nah, please. I didn't even expect to see my name at the end of your video, but then again, you did warn me and said, yeah, I'm gonna put it in your video. I'm going, okay, that's great. And I see him going, I totally forgot about that.
By the way, the people love the video. It's a pleasant surprise seeing my name on the screen. I was like, there we go.
And me typing it in is like, Navy Montel. Okay. Oh, someone did it for me? Oh, okay.
Shout out to the family. But yeah, Mike, these I don't know what else to say about Night Reaper and Detective Gamble, which is a prequel, one of the characters, Detective Gamble, because it's giving Bruce Wayne, Jim Gordon vibes.
Yeah,
that's what it's giving. Detective Gamble is giving that whole. So before all the chaos I had to deal with before going here's another case that I did, and I'm like, this whole world of Night Reaper is something I need to see more of, not on page, on screen, in some form or fashion, and it's amazing, man. It really and now that I know you here in Cleveland, we got to link up.
Yeah,
we gotta link up and nerd out a little bit, but what's next? What is next for Night Reaper, the world of Phenom Comics? What's next?
So right now we are working on a story that's called Xander Stone, the Bounty Hunter. That's my next comic that's coming out this year that I'm looking to drop this summer. That's currently being worked on.
First off, that name is
like I you know what I'm saying? So man, so mind you, the entire time that, within that 10-year span that I was dealing with Night Reaper, I was actually creating my entire world. You know what I mean? I was creating my entire world. So I have in total probably 140 plus characters, and I got at least maybe 40 plus scripts that I've written. That I have in store to.
You are locked.
So I'm just called it the Phenom verse, and I got characters coming from Cleveland. I got little fictional stories of fictional cities as well. Xander Stone actually is an actual comic book I made his story to be in a fictional city called Glory Crown Heights, and it's literally like a 30 to 45 minute drive from Cleveland. So it's connected.
So it's like Gotham and Bloodhaven. That's what it is. It's like Gotham and Bloodhaven.
So it's just like that. So you know when you got certain heroes that be in their own particular sections and sectors of say any city or anything like that. I have my I have my street level characters. I have my Avenger type characters, if you will, and then also got my cosmic side as well that I haven't touched on yet, and along with magic. Along with magic as well. So
of course there's gonna be. Of course.
Mal says it's beautiful to see our people show our talents and creativity come to life. It's inspirational, refreshing, and healing. Man, who you telling?
All day.
the fact that all day I was thinking, I'm like, I need to go to my bookstore and I need to resection my pull list and cut it down to these 4 MCU book, like Marvel books, and then everybody else is indie right now. Everybody else is indie.
I've already done that.
Sorry, it's just me getting up there. It's just me getting up there. Like, but I'm like everything because like I see a lot of indie books, even at Carolyn. Shout out Carolyn Johns. I see a lot of indie books in there, and I'm like, I don't know much about them, and I wish I knew more, But then there's the stuff that I see so many Black creatives make: Midnight, Ray, Wiseacre, Phenom, Stranger Comics. They keep pumping out books. Ace Blade, they keep pumping out books, and it's like, like. First off, you have some people saying, I need this in my store. No, you might want to just go straight to the source.
Yeah.
Find that artist, find those comic companies, go straight to the source, order your stuff.
Go to their website, go to their Kickstarter, if they've got a link to whether it's a GoFundMe, a Kickstarter, or a backer kit, whatever it is, support them because they're putting in that work. Just like Mike put in that work to create this, they say, people are afraid of failure. And I get that. We have all failed at some shape, form, fashion, or time, but nothing beats a failure but a try.
Even Rocky lost his first fight. What do you mean?
Exactly. And all he was doing, Adrian, that's all he cared about. Adrian, that's all he cared about. Girl, don't leave me. My first date.
Sweet Tea Grey. So we're going to take another break. We're going to come back. Mike, can you stick around with us while we nerd out?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead. Do your thing. I'm going to take me a little break real quick. I'll be right back with you guys.
Okay. All right. It works out for everybody. We will be right back with Mike Otis. We're going to talk about some nerd news that came down the pipe. Until then, here we go. Running low on energy, long days and even longer nights, tired of all the other energy drinks and bars promise you a lot and never delivering? Need to make it through work, but want a product that can keep up with your busy lifestyle? Want no longer? Try Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls. The balls that are so smooth and with a load of nutrients and vitamins to really get you up and bouncing off the walls. Made with all natural ingredients and healthy junk to satisfy even the pickiest eater. Chef's Chocolate Salty Balls are sold everywhere where you buy your junk. And now for those who want that extra kick in the butt, comes Chef's Heavy Duty Chocolate Salty Balls with 120% more caffeine than the leading brand. Disclaimer, this product has not been approved by the FDA or World Health Association. Warning, this product is not intended for consumption by children, elderly people, or women who are pregnant or may become pregnant. You might even get pregnant. All right, we are back in, and Tafari is in the building with us. What's up, my guy?
Hey.
There he is, the babyface producer himself, ladies and gentlemen.
Which means I made a new video. Go watch it.
All right.
So,
what's going on?
First up the bat, we finally got our trailer for the new My Adventures with Superman season 3.
Please go watch this fucking show. Like, I feel like the only this in Prime. I feel like I'm the only person talking about the fact that like Adult Swim has a dope block again.
They do. Thank God it took them for a while.
Like this is a new version of Superman the animated series, and potentially can set up for a new Justice League / Unlimited. Because they're
actually talking about doing a Green Lantern version of, which means we're getting an introduction to the entire season.
I mean, we won't be getting Hot Girl, but yeah, you could thank Kara for that one. Also, this show kind of did the James Gunn thing before Gunn. So when I saw the like their whole version in this show, I was like, yeah, Krypton kind of pissed off the wrong people and then sent you over here, and kind of following how that's affected Clark's life, but in a more anime-esque format. Also, I think Huey from The Boys is playing Superman.
Yes, Jack Quaid. So speaking of which, here's the trailer.
In Metropolis, challenges come in all shapes and sizes.
You are also cute when you suffer.
But can Superman keep up when the other guy is just as super as he is?
I'm faster than you, stronger than you, better than you.
He may need a little help.
Are you okay? Being Superman it's harder than it used to be. It's much harder.
Good thing Clark's got such helpful friends.
Is this a dog?
No! What do you guys do? What's your favorite movie? And why do you wear glasses?
Clark!
Jimmy, if it's not an emergency, it really has to wait.
I say it's an emergency.
My Adventures with Superman. The third season premieres Saturday, June 13th at midnight on Toonami. Next day on HBO Max.
You must prove you can party with men of steel.
Hey, I'm with it.
Okay.
I'm with it.
Okay, you almost got me there, Toonami. You almost got me back. I ain't paying for cable, but you might get me back. You might.
I mean, if you got a way to watch it and talk about the buzz around it, please do. Because like the show is great.
Thank you, Eduardo. He said, even with my difficulty with the language, I'm really enjoying this. It's really great. Thank you.
Hola, homie.
ET, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
So,
but yeah, that show, I love everything about that show. And what I do like about the shows they're putting back on Adult Swim is that it's not just all like raunchy and adult jokes. They are
show up, huh? Okay, great.
they've been given the liberty to do the adult stuff, but they haven't really gone there. But they have the freedom to. So at the same time, the show is allowed to be what it is, but there's not like a lot of swearing or like super graphic violence. But if they ever want to go there, they have the option. So
right,
they might capitalize on it this season. If you watch it, the first 2 seasons are only 20 episodes. So the first 10 is Becoming Superman. The second 10 is Kara and potentially
Kara and the reveal.
Kara and potentially what we might be seeing in Man of Tomorrow. Lex is a Silicon Valley tech fuckboy. It's actually like a very... And the way he kind of puts his rogues gallery together along with Waller and her rise to power, and along with tying it with Lois and her family drama. It's a very good show. Also, Jimmy's black and rich. So yeah.
Cliff Woodbury, thank you that's for Crazy 8 the Greats song. He said, damn, that song, that flow fire. Gave the record thumbs up, but I'm sure I feel the same way about the character by the end. Oh yeah, you will.
DC got a long way to go to try to claim me back. I'm telling you, even with the
I'll give you that, but I will say if you're not feeling the live action side, I would please give this show a shot. This feels like a start of what could be another universe, and like we haven't even met any other like characters that could be heroes. We've gotten nods to
it's just been all his world. Like his surrounding characters.
We've gotten like surrounding planets and like some mentions of like cities and whatnot, but nothing straight up like, oh, him or her is definitely showing up. But again, there's room for it, but they're not just going like, surprise, we're doing the thing you expected.
And the other thing I love about it is they're not forcing like the other part of the trio in. They're just like,
the Trinity.
We're going to deal with Kara. We're going to deal with Jimmy. It's all really Clark's relationship with his people that's surrounding him.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yes, please focus on that before you start grabbing everybody else in. Say it again. You went underwater.
You're underwater again. You're underwater, bro.
Am I?
No, you're not.
Okay, I don't know what happened. New microphone. We're testing the technology. But I was saying one of the only Superman projects where I realized, oh, he's a reporter because he can type at like the speed of light, so it takes him half a second to write a story.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he just really liked journalism. I had no idea.
So I'm curious, what does Mike think of this trailer?
The trailer actually it looks solid to me. I actually watched the first season of the Superman. Actually, it was different.
Yeah,
it was different because it didn't generally have the characters that you're accustomed to when it comes down to Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a little different. Then on top of that, how I don't want to spoil too much for anybody who hasn't seen it, but it was just, you know, his identity thing and the people around him. Basically, it was just like, okay,
it was almost it was almost realism, right? It was almost real, like, because you know
what I'm saying?
Comics version and other versions of the mythos, it always takes others a while to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's like, but in here, it's just like, oh no, we're getting this out the way right now. We're not gonna hinge on this all day, you know? And I'm like, that's different, and it's actually good. So,
all right, I give it a chance.
I honestly didn't. Go ahead.
Come on,
I say, all right, give it a chance, but
come on, Reverend, watch one episode.
Oh yeah, you'll actually like when. So I put it like this. Normally, when we see things in these mediums that we're so used to, and it has 70, 80 years backstory or whatever, and you're used to seeing you know the origin story, you know what this is going to go on. But when you take something like this and you say, let's kind of twist it just a little bit, and they go like a little more of an anime style. It's more kitschy. It has a little comedy. It has some comedy into it. It has that unassuredness from Clark, being into this role. And it's not. I've always stated this when it comes to Superman. I'm glad he's not OP. It's when they make him OP that you really run out of story to tell. It's just like, who does he fight?
Because they forget to humanize him.
Right. It was like, oh, he can push a planet. He just fought this dude and knocked him out with one. So who does he fight now? Like
himself,
right?
Fights himself.
Well, I mean, there is. I mean, before this season with Reign of the Superman, he actually does have a episode like that, where he kind of is dealing with the whole mental thing of like, am I the bad guy? Like, is everyone here because I'm here? On top of the actual government stuff, which is, again, somewhat reflecting what James might be reflecting what these guys are doing with why he was sent to Earth, and him being like, hey, I was a literal infant when this happened, but I've been blamed for this shit for like the last 20 years. But then after a while, it starts to get to him, and there is like an actual addressing of that. Also, this was clearly made by anime fans, because at one point, Kara has to wear human clothes, and she is literally Android 18.
Yeah. Now I was just like, okay, Kara, you built more like Power Girl, but all right.
That's why it works, and I say this all the time when it comes to certain projects. You can do a great Superman story if you take the same elements that you write with Spider-Man or with Batman or with any more human character than an OP character. Because the thing about Superman's stories was, he was overpowered. So was the Flash. The Flash stories were terrible until you humanized him. You sat there and gave him reason. You sat there and he wanted to save his rogues. He literally converted Captain Cold. He converted Captain Cold and saying, be a better criminal. He didn't really save him, but it's like, be a better criminal. You can do more than just this. So when you take those elements and you create better heroes, you create better stories. At the same time, that's the reason why, even on the CW side, Superman Lois did great.
Exactly. You humanized him. You humanized him.
Yeah.
And that's the best part. That is really the best part of that character, is the humanization. Even in the Justice League cartoons, the Bruce Timm versions, there's actually an episode where Flash finds, and I'm glad you mentioned this, Spartan. Flash finds out one of his role. Who was it? The Wizard? Was it the Wizard? No,
Weather Wizard.
Yeah, I think it was Weather Wizard. He was just kind of he was
the dude in the bar, right?
Yeah, he was off his meds. He was just off
Yeah.
his meds, and instead of going in fist first, he says, "I'll go talk to him." He's like, "Hey, did you take your meds today?" He's like, "You know what? I didn't. Here, let me help you." I was like, Flash never just, I'm going to wipe this person out. There's a reason behind every one of his rogues. There's always a reason why they're a rogue. And I love the fact that his rogues don't, especially Captain Cold, we don't kill.
Although the funny part was when Godspeed tried to take out the Flash, every rogue was like,
"Oh,
no."
Right."
Every rogue was like, "No."
It's like it's this really weird balance, but it works.
Trey said it's Trickster. Okay.
Yeah, Trickster. That's who it was. It was
Yeah,
Trickster. Yeah.
Also, whoever wrote his death in the Injustice movie, just corner now.
Yeah, for real. So just watching when you see how Flash really interacts with his rogues in cartoons and in the comics, and when you see how they people are really, even James Gunn's Superman, they humanize him.
Yeah,
that's the best part of the story, is he humanizes his character. This man is trying to save a dog while stopping a kaiju. And people was like, "Oh, I would let the dog die." No, that's not him.
Then a squirrel.
And then a squirrel.
Maybe the dog owed him money. It's probably like, I can't.
And it's like, this is why he is who he is. He's human first. Yeah, he can't stand Lex. Lex is misunderstood, but even he had to talk him down. He's like, "Yo, Lex ain't hearing it, but still,
That's why I love that speech at the end. He's like, "That's what you never got about me." He's like, "I get scared. You don't think I get scared? I'm scared every doggone day. I make mistakes. I do all this. You know why? Because I'm freaking human. That's why." And it's just, again, when you humanize the superhero to where you can relate to it. That's why Spider-Man works so well.
Yeah,
Spider-Man works so well because number one, we can humanize him, and number two, we all think the writers just have it in for him.
For real.
The writers just can't give that man one peaceful day.
Really, that's how Frank Castle is. How people relate to him, because he's on a vengeance track, but he's also dealing with PTSD and other mental issues.
Oh boy, we're gonna cover this tonight.
He is he's still doing it. Yeah, so it's like, people like Punisher because he shows the most vulnerable side of being human to the point where you're about to crack. So the question is, which way are you going to go?
But I'm mad about the fact he made sense.
Navy, you said you didn't even see the Punisher one last kid.
But it's not. But it's really not. It's not much to the story.
It's all right.
It really isn't.
Yeah. If you know Frank, you know Frank.
I don't want to watch it. I'm probably going to catch some things, so I'm still going to watch. I'm weird like that.
I would say watch it just because I did not think John Burton because he wrote that, and the fact that it was supposed to be more visual than it is story, because you literally see Frank.
He goes
through it.
Don't talk about it now, though. We're gonna wait.
No, I'm just saying he goes through it. Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at that. Because
in other news, shout out to Stephanie Williams, who's an Eisner Award nominee.
My girl. Yay. Let's go.
Congratulations.
The way that I was waiting on that news, I'm like,
Comic-Con. Let's go.
Stephanie Williams making moves out here. She's the Temporal, Roots of Madness, Street Sharks, Wonder Woman again. It's like
Nubia.
Nubius. This woman,
Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Yes. Living Heroes, which is a riff on Living Single. So this woman is a powerhouse in the comic community, and it's a shame on your houses, except for Ignition Press, because they gave her run with Temporal or with Roots of Madness, and that's a fantastic story. So shout out to Stephanie Williams for getting
her next month at Heroes Con.
I will say this: she wrote a better Wonder Woman than Tom King had in a year. And yes, I will say it. I am not a fan of Tom King. That man is up and down. But Miss Williams, I will give her due respect, literally writes 4. She writes 4 issues that has a better story than that guy had in a literal year, because he had the Sovereign arc. He had now I think it's I forgot what the Queen, the Martyr now, but they're inconsistent. They are terrible. She had 4, and every one of those issues she wrote all had reprints.
Oh, I don't have it out right now, but the
Dakota incident.
Yeah, the Dakota incident. She did that. She had, and her part was amazing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
The whole book's amazing, but when she told us which ones was her, what part she did, and I'm like, oh, I see. Right. Oh yeah, you weren't kidding. Okay. So shout out Stephanie Williams once again.
Make sure I got the variant with the black people on the front.
Yeah, I'm mad I couldn't get my hands on that variant. I'm so mad I couldn't get my hands on that variant.
I'm still trying to find that dang old thing. Okay.
Wait for the guy in the bunker to show up.
Oh, I will. And
David's gonna show up.
In other Gen X news,
stop it.
We got the character posters for the new He-Man and Masters of the Universe. We'll go through them right quick. Goatman, Trapjaw, and Triclops. These
Why?
But Navy, wait, Navy. Which one aren't you feeling?
How about all of the above? Why? What the actual Barnes and Noble hell is this?
You're gonna love it, Navy. You're gonna love it.
So Navy, I gotta ask.
It's getting worse.
Are you mad they put detail to it, or are you mad that they try to CGI most of it?
The CGI, it looks like, God bless it, it looks like something a 13-year-old would do out of home using Windows Movie Maker. What the hell is this?
Windows Movie Maker is a throwback.
Oh my God! Even BattleCat looks. Oh my
now,
God.
Now I will say about BattleCat, Roboto. This is okay. That's a choice.
I just hope that Leto's Skeletor is more of a redemption, because it does look good.
I just hope they do the "Until We Meet Again" line.
I was just thinking of that.
Got Mechaneck, King Randor, and Queen Marlena.
Okay, very.
Honestly, I think the green screen backgrounds are taking me out of it a little bit. I think the costumes are bad, but I think the come stand in front of this Sears screen and let us throw something behind you.
Not the Sears screen. Oh my God.
Not wrong,
unless that, or if these are scenes from the movie that are super zoomed in, y'all could have focused up a little bit more. Because on the right, the one on the right, his Ram Man, like,
why does Ram Man look like?
Why does Ram Man look like Juggernaut's cousin?
I think I don't know.
Why is he blurry?
I gotta see. This looks like an action shot. Mm-hmm. It looks like an action shot.
No, it looks like.
And again, if these are action shots, cool. This new thing where we just zoom in on the footage is not. It's not hitting like y'all think it is.
Ram Man looks like a Temu Juggernaut. Okay,
he really does.
Okay, see now, Man at Arms, that looks fine because this is the lightest background we've gotten so far without a bunch of shit going on.
But Man at Arms is practical. His is practical. His is a practical as a costume, but it's practical. It makes sense. And the same way with He-Man, I'm like, okay, that's a choice. I don't know why we're going for half Gladiator, half 300 Sparta, but
no, he definitely looks like a damn. What are the name
Eternian?
What are the name? What do they call the pilots in Titanfall?
Not the
Jaegers.
The Jaegers.
Is that what they're in Titanfall? They're called Jaegers.
No. Pilots of Titanfalls are called shoot.
I think they might just be called pilots. I might be overthinking it. Either way, that looks like the auto lock pistol you get at level 1 in Titanfall.
Well, you know what? Yes, Trey, you gonna get this shout out because he did premiere Jack Ross the Specialist.
He did.
This past weekend. Yes,
it's on Sunday. This past Sunday.
Yes, he did.
So go check out Jack Ross the Specialist on YouTube. Go watch that pilot episode. It's fun. It's definitely fun.
The music in that pilot is banging. I don't care anyways. Even if you just
the music is banging. It's just when we did the trailer and they showed the music scene, the look that some of y'all had because it was like
Yeah, it's that fast clapping. It's like, hey, we're paying attention. You weren't paying attention. You were now. And I was trying to keep a straight face. If it was Laney that made me break. So,
oh my god. So yeah, those are pictures. Those are the character sheets for He-Man Master of the Universe. Now, personally, I think they look good. Mind you, I seen the original Masters of the Universe. So yeah, that's.
And the thing is, like, they look good. They all look good in the trailer. It is just how. Like, they look fine in the trailer. Just how those photos turned out was not mixed and mastered. They got to go back in the stew. Add a little dark chocolate in the tomato sauce. Something like we got to save this dish.
I will say they do look better than the late '80s movie.
Thank you.
I will say it is a step up.
I cannot watch the '80s movie. I have tried to watch that again.
We don't need a gold Skeletor.
No. I was just like, oh, dear sweet baby, and y'all ran out of money. Oh, damn.
Who hurt you? It's all right. Who hurt you, baby? It's all right.
So, Mike, what did you think about the character sheets? I gotta ask.
Hey, I'm gonna be perfectly honest. And some of them did look fan made in the mug, man. Some of them look fan made, man. I'm gonna just be honest. What I will say is that I did like the way Beastman looked. I mean, they do just look like illustrations in a way. You know,
I think
like a couple of them do.
I think it's similar to what Tafari said. They probably shot this with like a 4K camera.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of freeze frame, you know, and they probably did a lot of editing for like action shot to make it look like with Ram Man to make it look like an action shot.
There's no saving that picture.
Yeah.
Ram Man.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, just from the characters, like going back to looking at Goat Man or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It almost looked like stage makeup, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like when the person but they about to get ready for a play or something like that, and he just glue the horns and stuff on real quick just to get them on, just to get them ready. I mean, that's how I looked at it. But like I said, a couple of them did look good though. So He-Man, and yes. One thing's for sure, I feel like I don't know why Jared Leto gets so much hate as much as he does, but
and the thing is,
we'll see how he does a Skeletor.
Yeah, and they're quick to put it on him, and it's like it's not him, it's just the projects he's attached to.
That's all, and that's what we always say. It's just he just has that unlucky prank of just, hey, we're gonna make you Morbius, and then we're gonna give you a terrible script. Or, hey, we're gonna put you in Tron Ares, and then do as little advertising about it as humanly possible.
Oh, we're gonna put you in Suicide Squad, but you're not really the focus of Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Had you made him the focus of Suicide Squad, that probably would have been a better movie. We would have gotten over how he played Joker, because even how he played Joker, despite his aesthetic look, wasn't bad.
Yeah,
wasn't at all.
It was just. Everything else
they tried, it's like David Ayer said, let's make him a lovesick Joker. I said, this lets me know that you are the wrong person to direct this movie, because why?
I still want to see what the original cut of that film looked like, because apparently what we got was just a beyond bastardized version of it.
Yeah, because let's be honest, if you sat back and actually watched his Joker again, his version of Joker, you can honestly say, not bad. It's not bad. Like the few scenes he had, I'm like, and the things he did, I'm like, yes, Joker would do that.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hate it at all.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. Once you got past that his gangster, the way he played it, I'm like, no, that's actually Joker. It's just he looks different.
Mm-hmm.
But also, why did our Batman and Joker meet for the first time?
Oh, I'm like, you're listening to Danzig. Number one, first off, great choice of music. Listening to Mother from Danzig. I was like, oh, okay, you hype, but you drinking and taking pills and throwing up and doing pull-ups with what I can only assume is bloody hands.
Right.
Well, like he was putting himself through it. And I'm like, dude, Frank, you are out of it. Like, what happened? See chaos unfolding in the hallway. He looks and he doesn't do anything until they start pouring gasoline under the door and light it on fire. And that literally, no pun intended, lit a fire under Frank's ass.
I woke him up.
Yeah,
And
what did I count? I think he got up to close to, I want to say it was 87 kills in that scene. I was counting.
He got it was a high number. I was counting the reloads. That was like somebody paid attention. Somebody paid attention in firearms training, because I was like, oh yeah, he reloaded because and did some disrespectful reloads.
Oh my god. I was just like, oh, do y'all like he's waiting and he's picking them off, and I'm like, I was like, this is the raid.
Mm-hmm. That's really what it was with all the apartments. It's like, hey, yeah, this is like the raid American edition. Like there's been a couple movies in that genre that are like just kung fu. We just gonna fight our way up the battle floors type ass. And I'm like, this was great. Again, kind of hard to place it because of how y'all been promoting it, but it also wish we probably would have had this. Not sure when this got done, but this should have been like the middle between season 1 and 2 versus placed after season 2, because it's like one last kill. It's like, but it's not. We watched you go murder a whole task force after this. Like we still know less about where you're at right now and like how you go on to be buddy with Peter right after this, because that's the next time. It's the fact we're getting a one shot about somebody we're about to see again in a couple months with like zero info as to where they're coming into the story from, because Frank is still MIA and he just said, hey, y'all can use my house, just like take your shoes off at the door, like please.
But see, that's always been Frank's thing. It's just like he's not a team player. You don't see him on squads, you don't see him team up with anybody. He's like, he's just there, he does his thing, Irish goodbye. He's out the door, you don't see him anymore. He just pops up when he wants to pop up.
Very much.
And it's like if anybody, Daredevil was just like, oh yeah, he's okay. How do you know? You've been watching the news? So they may not. It's like he's not even hiding. They're just like, yeah, it's Frank Castle. We can't find him. No, you choose not to find him. You don't go looking for Frank.
Frank finds you.
Right.
And then when he escaped, when he escaped the Fisk prison, I guess get it how you live. He ain't helping nobody else because they were all still in there.
He got the hell up out of there. I was just like, damn, Frank.
I'm saving me, myself, and I. The rest of y'all figure it out.
Although I really do hope now we do get the War Journal. I hope we get the War Journal.
I'm glad this man got purple. I'm so glad this man got his purpose.
But also his whole thing with like his son saying, get him, daddy. And I'm like, but we didn't hear that shit once. Your daughter was the one taking center stage the entire special. So again, I don't know. And apparently there wasn't much communication between Daredevil folks and this team. So I'm like, but you were in both shows. I feel like y'all should have caught that, because the son had almost no lines in this entire thing. It was his real life daughter as the actor. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, she was kind of the one taking center stage, and that was kind of your come to Jesus moment at the very end, which that poor damn donut shop.
Oh my god.
Rent over there has to be like $300 and a high five. It's
all I gotta sit there and say is I feel bad for for Serve Pro or whoever's gonna come in and clean that up and be like, who got this inventive? You mean how did you?
My man took an ink pen.
Right.
I got to take my glasses off to that. My man took an ink pen.
That bothered me so much.
It went to work,
man. Like I've only seen that done once in an anime, and every time that scene comes up, it makes my skin crawl.
Oh my god!
I once seen this man kill 3 people at a bar with a pencil. Frank, I killed one person with an ink pen.
Like
expeditiously.
It's the Joker's magic trick in reverse.
He reached.
Yeah.
Like he reached for the nearest thing, ink pen. Oh, I know what to do with this. And grabbed dude by the chain. He was like, "Nope, you're not going anywhere."
I'm like, imagine that. Imagine that's how you go. Just
and that was a big dude. That was a big dude.
Yeah.
And the way he dispatched him, it was just like he tried to get it. He grappled him, grabbed him by his chain, said, and then just kept going and going. And he was like, "Oh, I'm not done. I'm hitting all the arteries."
I was like, how many are we gonna do? I get it. This is a lot of muscle to put through, but like, Jesus,
all of them. You hit all of them.
Right
hello,
the price of big pens just went up.
Like, hello, police? Anyone? Like,
paper
squad? Anybody?
They just said that. Look, what are they going? They gonna sit there and watch? It's like you go in there. Nah,
it's
like you go. Nah, you go.
Also, doesthedogdie.com will be having a lot of fun with this. With this.
God, I'm glad they showed the behind the scenes how they did it, but I'm like, still, I wasn't like Demetrius said it. He said, "Oh, they're gonna be hot in the first 5 minutes in," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" And I'm watching. I'm like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Okay. Peter had that email. Peter had that email drafted, boy.
You know the person, because they probably have a PETA person on site. And it's like, y'all are gonna do what?
And my whole thing is,
this they knew they was gonna capture the heart of everybody in that.
Oh man!
If I wasn't paying attention, I am now. Like it on top of the fact that this is Little Sicily.
Yeah.
Yeah, who is this white man that's been terrorizing the neighborhood? All special. Who's rowdy teenagers?
The same thing
with the black kids following. I'm like, what the fuck?
Dude was out of pocket. He was out of pocket
with the black followers. I was like, what the fuck is this? An Aiden Ross stream? Like, who allowed this shit?
I'm like, he's the only one with no mask on. I'm like, so y'all just followed this knucklehead to do this? To do what?
I thought it was just him. Once I saw the brothers, I was like, shame on all of y'all. Y'all don't even live here.
Right.
And y'all gonna do it to the old black veteran too? Fuck y'all.
And took his hat.
And took his Marine Corps hat, which was just disrespectful.
I'm like,
I do love how he had no problem telling Frank, you just heard that devil dog.
Yeah, he knew it right away.
I was gonna say, is that a Marine?
Yeah, that's what Marines are called, devil dogs.
Yeah, devil dogs.
Yeah, he was like, hey, that hat's mine.
He was like that. He's like, that ain't all he took.
And
he took that hat.
You knew it was over the moment he sat there and said that. It was like, well, he was going to let you go.
But also, buddy, dude had to go. You were just gonna take a bat to an old couple just because, like, bro was Johnny Knoxville on super crack.
That's the same old black. That's the same old black man that was in the high rise where Frank lived at.
Yeah,
it's the same old black dude. And I'm like, damn, you just would never have made it out of here had it not been for Frank.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But again, it's like, hey, well, the moment you saw him. I was like, what somebody put it to me? It was like, Frank was back when he had that fresh cut.
Oh yeah.
He had that high taper fade. That low taper fade was at the ready.
Yo, I saw that in the in that snippet. I said, okay. All right, sir. You're trying to do some little styling thing. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's Frank ready. He's like, yeah. They're gonna get right. They gonna get right.
If right after that, it feels like we're gonna go to a third act, and then it just cuts to black with the crowd. I'm like, damn, that's it. That's really where it got me. I was like, I would have liked for this to be a special, man. Give me like a full 1 hour special. Like we used, even the specials are getting cut down short now. Like I would have liked another 20 minutes of setting up Frank to whatever he's been doing to lead him to that hideout he has in Daredevil, because that's clearly where he goes next after this. Mm-hmm. Even you could have gave me 2 minutes of Powell and Cole North watching the news report of see, Frank cleaned up the gangs and the streets, because he technically knocked out the Nucci's, and then the fallout from the Nucci's and got that shit together without police intervention. If you had showed me the soon to be task force watching Frank's escapades on the news, this is why we look up to this guy. But
yeah,
I would have liked
the Junior over there.
I would have liked them to show Nucci finding out he's he ain't done.
But that's what makes me think when we were talking with our guest on
that was the worst
Tuesday.
bounty ever. She said, me and DC was talking last night. He was like, what? He was like, what raid party did she send? He was like the D team of the tier list. It was like this was the worst of the worst. They couldn't get nothing done.
But that's what makes me think. And again, I hate to keep not to be beating a dead horse, but this is why I think Brand New Day is going to be a nexus point for a lot of this. Because again, it's all happened in New York. Of course, Peter is refreshing. Frank is back in full effect. Daredevil's in prison. I mean, Brand New Day is going to be telling a lot of stories.
Brand New Day isn't just about like if what you're saying is what I'm thinking. Brand New Day isn't just about Spider-Man.
Not at all.
Brand New Day is about the entirety of the MCU.
Yeah,
everybody is getting these fresh starts. Matt's in jail. Frank's loose. Luke is back home with his family. We're going into Avengers Doomsday, where you're going to get some people. Steve is showing back up. Partially of the gang getting back together. I'm like, yeah, this is so. Saying it now on the show tonight. When Doomsday drops, do not be surprised if it's a slight soft reboot, I want to say, or continuance of new teams.
Yeah,
like that's the form of the soft reboot I'm thinking of. Steve's not coming back as Cap. Listen to how they're saying, oh, Steve Rogers is back. Oh, Cap is back. No, Steve Rogers is back.
But
we have Cap already.
Technically, Nomad could really come back, honestly.
Yeah.
Nomad could be making a
return. And if that's the case, I got a theory about Nomad showing up. I got a theory about it. Mike,
I'm curious to see what we do, because whereas Spider-Man's last movie served as like the follow-up from Endgame, now this one's going to be like the lead-in to whatever the next big Avengers film is. So seeing Peter on the opposite end of the Avengers spectrum this time is going to be interesting.
I will say
now
this,
that we're bringing TV people.
Miss Marvel is showing up and
do that.
They let it slip out. That Vellani is coming back and will be in Doomsday.
Could it be that they just had to make sure they said it before she did, because she can't keep
she didn't even say it. Somebody else actually had a slip of the tongue.
She's usually good about her stuff, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Marvels make a return. One of them is stuck over in the worlds we'll be visiting.
They have to. You can't let that plot thread dangle. You got to fix that.
True. She's over there bonding with her not mom.
Yeah.
So, Mike, I gotta ask you, what did you think overall of the Punisher special, the special presentation? It was a special presentation. That's what it was.
So, for honestly, it showed what it needed to show. I honestly believe they should have had him in a suit a little bit more. And back to what was said again, where it said that it should have been a little bit longer. It should have. You have to touch more on that story that's going to lead up, because now that you got the Nucci family, the crime family in there with Ma Nucci, you have to continue on with that. And it wouldn't make any sense to not bring that in, because that was one of the good stories that, kind of also established Frank Castle for being the Punisher in the first place.
Yeah.
Now, for the story overall, if I had to give it a rate from 1 to 5, I would definitely give it maybe like a 4 out of 5, simply because of the time.
That's it,
really.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion. I feel like if it was just a little bit longer and a little more depth to it, it definitely would have been something a little bit more special. But the story itself, it had the right action, it had the right amount of action, the gore, the blood. If you went to it, that's definitely something that a lot of people would love.
Yeah.
And again, just how he did bounce back with, like you mentioned with the fire, how it woke him up, and that's when he just turned up. And he just went in on everybody inside that building and outside the building. And and then
Even he was tired of it. Even he was tired of it. He got to the top of the building and he was like, "Oh shit!"
Right?
Yeah. You know what tripped me out about that though is because a part of me was like, "Why the world are you going up the stairs? You should be going down."
Right. I was like, "Bro, we're setting us." I'm like, "I think he's doing this on purpose." Like, this is. That's why I was like, "He's not scared. This is fun for him because why are you trapping yourself on purpose?"
Right.
Okay.
Exactly. With limited ammo. This is a custom COD.
I'm trying to think when he got out. I know when he broke out. I know he was fighting some downstairs, but I think it might have been too many. And he needed to bottleneck him. He needed to bottleneck him. That's what that was.
Oh yeah, you saw that when he went full auto and sprayed.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm enjoying. I if they had made it like a 20 minutes longer, it technically would have been 55 minutes because that 5 minutes that's left over, that's a crap ton of credits they would have had. They always got all those credits, so it probably would have been a good 55 minutes. And I was like, okay, yeah, give me 15 more minutes, and give me this. Yeah. You hear some stuff over the radio. Yeah, he's still out there. He's still loose. We got to get you somewhere safe, Manucci. Something about, okay, nope, we're not doing this. And then we go, like you said, we're going into the war journal. We're going into this whole ordeal with Manucci and family. Because
if RFK was a woman.
Man. Frank.
If RFK Jr. was a woman. I saw that clip and she started talking. I said, why am I thinking of him? Of all people. She started talking.
Why you put that on Dear Judith Light? She didn't do nothing wrong to nobody.
I'm so done.
But no, that's how watching this presentation when she's breaking down how each of her family members was taken out, and she gets to her youngest son. I said, "Oh, curb stomp! Not even a curb, just one."
That was such a thud. Oh my gosh, I heard that. I was like,
he was like, "You're not good enough for a bullet."
I love you, Mom.
That part.
So yeah, I'm like, I probably say a good 4.5. And once again, like Mike said, it's just the time. It's time. Give me a few more minutes.
Give me more
minutes.
I will say this for all those that are trying to research the story: it is Punisher Warzone, and Maganucci looks very different in the comics.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
I gotta warn people before you go looking. Maganucci looks very different. You've been warned.
Even when she was walking up, I was like, "What are you mad at Frank for? Because he didn't do this to you. Clearly, like something else caught up with you."
Right. Because I was looking, I'm like, you on crutches, and he didn't do that.
I thought she was like straight bullet hit me in the spine, like Xavier style, like maybe like you accidentally shot me. I'm like, no, life just happened to you, lady. Like, I'm sorry.
Life was lifing.
Right.
I'm like, yo, like he had no
still
problem.
owe money.
Right. So we are at the end, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go.
Wrap-up protocol initiated, Captain.
All right, Mike Otis is in the building. Mike, tell the people where they can find you.
All right. So for those, I am a Phenom Comics, Mike Otis, founder and CEO of. It's actually we did a rebrand recently, and it's Phenomenal Comics now. I'm going back to what it is. And the ENAL stands for Excellence Never Accepts Limits. That's why I wanted to add on to Phenom. So you'll find me on Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube as well. We have our YouTube channel as well. You can kind of find us on all platforms in a way, but we still building, we still getting there. And honestly, we still growing. And for those who have followed us and been enjoying and looking at our journey so far, I appreciate that. I want to thank everyone that has been doing it. But yes, Phenomenal Comics, you can find us, and you also can go to our website. That'll be phenomenalcomics.com. So that way you can look at our characters, the current characters that we do have, from top to bottom, from head to toe, from their bios and backstories, from Night Reaper to Detective Gamble to the new one that's coming up, that's Xander Stone, the Bounty Hunter, as well. And yeah, you guys would definitely enjoy the stories and what we're doing. Everything is coming off the dome, off the heart. And that's exactly what I want to do. I want to make sure that everyone got new stories, especially coming from the Black side. Let's be real. We need to have more comics coming out for us that's going to be real, that's going to be connecting, and that's going to be raw. And that's how I look at it.
Man. Yeah, and Mike, now that I know you're here up here with us or with me, we got to connect. We got to connect. We got to connect. we got to chop it up, man. All right. Black Spartan.
Yes. Black Spartan. Of course, Black Spartan 615 on the interwebs. Show's still going on. Why? Because somebody's got to do it. How the fact we got here, we had to talk about the golden statue that should have been melted down as wax, but that's neither here nor there. Usually every Wednesday, it's 8:30-ish we get started. Myself, Tafara, and Joe will be on Get Bit tomorrow at 8:30-ish. Talk about everything, including Nintendo, because Nintendo is a thief of joy. They are. They are. If it's not ROMs, if it's not the fact you can't have Triforce on your wrestling boots, I mean, come on, folks. Nintendo, first off, and then you raise price on the Switch too, and then you try to give us a remake of Star Fox. Anyway, check us out on Friday. Again, guys, mental health is everything. I cannot stress this enough because a lot of us, myself included, are all going through it. Please find your outlets. Please find your resources or therapy, whatever it takes. Please make sure that you are okay, because whatever the mind does, the body follows. Men, go to the doctor. There are no excuses. We all know what has to be done. Just go ahead and get it done so that way you can be around longer. At the same time, the cons are still going around. The rules still do apply. Rule number 1, respect cosplay at all times. Cosplay is not consent. This goes more toward protecting our female cosplayers more than our male cosplayers. It's not to say that male cosplayers do not get assaulted or insulted. Unfortunately, there are just a group of incels out there that look at a woman in a cosplay and think that they can be anything. She is not your plaything. She is not your fantasy. She is simply put a human being that is just trying to enjoy their cosplay and do so in a very safe environment. Come correct with the respect or get stomped out, either by myself or Navy. And Navy's combat trained, so he has zero hesitation.
I'm closer to the soft tissue, so yeah, y'all really don't want me to do that. That's all
I'm just saying.
And me and Mike stay in the literal representation of Gotham. So you got that.
I'm just saying. I just bury the body. Navy just goes up and just. Anyway. Also, rule number 2: hygiene is important. I cannot stress this enough because some of y'all come in to cons funky as all get out. I don't know if you miss water, soap, deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste. Again, all those things are cheap, even in today's economy. So
look here, if you can afford to go to a convention right now, you can afford some deodorant, because by God, there's no way in hell that for a 3-day ticket, I'm spending a band. I'm not.
I'm just saying you can't.
We ain't even talking about the drive or the flight up there. You done spent $1,000 before you even touched ground. No,
right. I'm just saying you can't be funky and ugly. Pick a struggle. Also, at the same time, the last one that I have for myself, I'm just saying, pick a struggle. You can't be ugly and smell. That's just gonna be more ammo for us.
That's a new word, funkly.
I'm just saying. But the last rule that I have for myself is I have for everybody else: be nice, be kind, talk, share, and invite people to your fandoms. Don't be a dick. And if you're on the BlerdCon next year, don't dress up like Hogan, or you will get jumped repeatedly.
I mean, but also wash your ass and potentially wear a mask, because it's some shit out here again. So
I don't know if he meant that to rhyme, but it did.
I mean it did. But also if you can't afford deodorant, because New York Comic Con, it costs $1,000 just.
Yo, that VIP was $991. I said,
it's the fact that right above VIP it says, "Come on, you deserve it." Like, you the fuck out my face. Like,
wait. Did one of them sell out?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
How?
Yeah.
Black American Express cards.
In the words of Dave Chappelle, these are crack prices, man. Y'all are getting played.
These are the people who cause it to sell out. They will get NYCC exclusive items and then go back and go to eBay and sell the stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's
for
all they're
a negative $5 profit. So I mean,
good.
And that's after eBay takes their overextensive ass cut. So good luck and jobless. But yeah, sorry if it's been weird over here, y'all. I don't know. Streamlabs has been like ass all week. I don't know what's going on. So I may stream tomorrow. I'm on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. You can find me here on all platforms of this name or this name -gaming. Hey, look, if it crashes again tomorrow, y'all can I'm just gonna record and then upload, and we'll watch it all together. So we'll see how it happens. I've already submitted like 2 tickets to them. We'll see if it's fixed by next week, hopefully. And because we were black for like 20 minutes completely, I'm gonna see if I can even cut this, or we gotta download it from Twitch. But I'll try to get y'all edits.
I'll download it and upload it.
Okay, as long as we got the file, because it's been hard for me to even pull the streams to get clips out this week, which is why we didn't have anything on Wednesday.
I was wondering why I was getting alerts late, and I'm like, damn, I never get alerts this late.
Yeah, so gaming channel still going. Main channel skits, bits, and funnier, shorter shits are over here. I have a new one out. It's called How Nintendo Planned the Star Fox remake, because we're getting Star Fox 64 for the 4th time, which is just Star Fox on the NES for the 5th time. So late one night, I had some jokes to get out. So I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead with that. Other than that, currently working my way through Assassin's Creed 4. It's okay. I still hate everybody. I don't like any of these characters, man. I get the gameplay is fun, but like, why am I a white man in the Caribbean? Like, I stole some shit from some other people that I was going to turncoat on some other people that I was going to turncoat on some other people, and because my girl left me. Like, I don't like any of these people. We killed off our main character for this. Trying to think. That might be it. Yeah, so y'all also be on the lookout. We still do have like collab posts going down in our collab section. So y'all see old stuff from us, reactions, interviews, kind of going through the catalog. So doing what I can to kind of pretty things up in post. But yeah, please keep watching, keep supporting. And if you want to see what everyone else is up to, you can find all our channels on the home tab. So please go check everyone out there.
Right. My brother Navy.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, blurs and nerds of all ages, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. It is I, Navy Montel, your frosty bearded blurred corn here. If you want to know what I'm up to, look for Navy Montel across all social media. I'm talking YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, Instagram, maybe Facebook if I'm feeling up to it. I don't know, because sometimes it gets a little weird. I'm get back on my streaming schedule on Sundays after Room Full of Blerds with the lovely and extremely strong-hearted Lady Mandalores. We talk about all independent Black comics, the creators, their passions, and we just nerd out as we always do. Blurticorn Convos, I've got one tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube and Twitch with Cap Diesel. We're going to chop it up. And I'm going to actually have an open invite. So if anybody wants to pop in from this crew that wants to be a part of it, I extended to Lady Mandalore. She went, ah! So I don't know if that's a yes or a no. I don't know what that was. So we're going to chop it up. We're going to talk about his stuff, his Kickstarter, his journey. Our Room Full of Blerds every Sunday at 7 p.m. unless we are at a convention. Otherwise, I will probably be bounced out because I'll be at BromoCon next weekend. And in the following weekend, God willing, I get everything together, I will be celebrating my daughter's graduation from high school in California. So I'm working on that. To everyone who's been helping me with that, thank you so much for that. And I'm voice acting, and I'm for hire. So if you need someone with a rather weird and eclectic level, just like with the Captain and also Lady Mandalore, we are voice actors. We are up and coming. We're definitely put it out there because we enjoy the craft. So by all means, please let us know. So whenever Mike gets his stuff animated and he needs a narrator, just so he knows, I do work for food. If you have a White Castle gift card, I will take that.
Oh, Miss White Castle.
Oh man, we ain't gonna talk about that right now. That's a diatribe. And if I get one piece of advice, and I said this earlier tonight, nothing beats a failure but a try. Take a chance. take a shot, go for it, and just try. More often than not, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you don't take the opportunity to try, then you'll never know if you can make it or not. And if you don't make it, the L is not a loss. It's a lesson. You learn from that. You take the wisdom from that. You take the experience from that, and you apply it to something else. And do not let these people out here determine your value. Your value and your worth comes from you and those who support you and who surround you. The motherfuck niggas out there, they can keep on where they at. Because as far as I'm concerned, their opinions mean nothing in your life if they don't support you, motivate you, inspire you, and encourage you to be the best nerdy, blurty self that you can be. I said what I said.
Hey,
right. And your lovely captain is up that bat. So, what am I doing? Well, I'm doing a little bit of everything outside of hosting this show. I do a little voice work myself. So, yes, I also am for hire. What do you need? A villain? You need a sexy man voice, or you need a refined English dignitary? Who knows? I can do it. I can find it, and
yes, you can.
So yes, also and fire. But you can catch us Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 p.m. Eastern on YouTube and Twitch when Streamlabs gets their shit together.
Yeah. Y'all are actually like royally pissing me off this week.
That was nuts, man.
Because I was like, that was a 20-minute. What the hell? But if I'm gonna look back at it, and if it doesn't run back, I'll just upload it in the morning. Is that no big deal? But we do clips Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays when that shit's actually acting right. Outside of that, you can also catch us undisturbed, ad-free on Always Press Record. That's APR TV on your Roku and Amazon Fire devices. You can also listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast. That's iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. So be sure to check this out over there. Hey, guess what? Leave us a review. Tell us what you think. And also, we have a new community on the YouTube channel. So I'm taking names, and there's a couple of them that look pretty damn good, I'm going to say.
He was thinking hard earlier today, y'all. Y'all was like
you probably could have seen the steam coming off my glasses that I was looking at them. So, but I do not do voice work for White Castle. We don't have a White Castle where I'm at anymore.
Boo! Crystals.
Or that.
It's
or churches. I don't even eat half that stuff anymore. So I'm the guy to start there. I don't even have that stuff. But yeah, small stipend. We'll work something out. I ain't cheap though. Like this economy ain't no joke. But until then, thank you to our guest, Mike Otis, for this Night Reaper comics. Go check them out, phenomenalcomics.com, Phenomenal Comics on Instagram and his YouTube channel. Once again, YouTube is acting right. Whatever was the problem, Streamlabs or YouTube, we don't know yet.
It's both. I think it's both. They both gave me messages about, hey, we're having issues with XYZ this week, and I'm like, y'all both gotta fuck up, like inside in
Hollywood divorce over here.
Everything's running off Amazon, so you know if Amazon goes down,
it's happened before. But until then, tune in next Tuesday when we have another special guest and we talk about some more nerd stuff. And until then, thank you to our guest, Mike Otis. Thank you to this team. This is amazing stuff that we do. We like to take the time and have some fun with it. So remember to educate yourself and others, entertain yourself and others, and most of all, encourage yourself and others. I'm Chris Fury, captain of the ship, man on the wall, with this group of ragtag bandits, and I'll never have it no other way. Right. Till then, we will see you guys next week. Be kind and rise, resist, and rebel.